Welcome to School Talk. This is our last School Talk episode for the 2015-2016 school year, and really one of my favorite episodes. This is the episode where we will actually interview students from all three of our high schools that are about to graduate. Northwestern High School is first. I have two seniors who are with me counting down the days to graduation. I think you told me there's 8 more school days. Why don't you take a moment and introduce yourselves to the audience and tell us a little bit about your family. So we'll start with you.
I'm Megan Merritt, and my mom is Alicia Merritt, and my dad is Norman Merritt.
Do you have any siblings?
No, ma'am, not in my house.
Just you?
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
Great. Well, we're so glad to have you.
Thank you.
Hey, my name is Jake Humberg. Both my parents went to Appalachian State University. I have a brother who goes to Alabama, and a sister who also goes to Northwestern High School.
Great. What grade's your sister in?
She's a freshman.
She's a freshman. Great. Well, there's been lots of good things I know that have happened for you, I hope, throughout your entire time in Rock Hill schools, but specifically your high school. So tell me one of the most favorite things that you can remember that you will take with you when you leave Northwestern High School. And Jake, let's start with you.
My favorite thing probably that happened at Northwestern was in 2013 we won the state championship, and I was on that team. I wasn't very good, but I played for them, and that was a lot of fun playing in Williams-Brice and seeing our football team do really well.
So tell me what it feels like. I went to the state championships this year, and it's exciting to be a spectator, but really what is that feeling as a football player?
As a player, it's really nerve-wracking because playing at District 3 is really exciting, but when you're at the college stadium, it's a lot bigger and just a lot of crowd there, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, that is great. Congratulations to you. Megan, tell us at least one thing that you will take with you from Northwestern High School.
One thing, I don't know if I can choose one complete memory, but meeting all the new friends as I came in and watching our relationship grow to senior year has to be my favorite thing, just looking back on Northwestern.
And that's great. It'll be a little bit hard on graduation day. I always say that graduation day is bittersweet. You're excited about that next opportunity, but really that's the last time as a senior class that you will all be together in one room together. And many of you went to school together for many years, if not all through your education. So it is bittersweet. Tell us a little bit about your favorite class that you have taken, or the class. I know both of you are going to go to college, and we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. But of the classes that you've taken since you were in high school, which one do you think has most prepared you for college, and why? Why don't we start with you, Megan?
I think my AP English classes have really prepared me and helped me grow as an English student. Writing papers is really different from moving from middle school English to high school English, and it just helped me evolve as a student.
And you still have AP exams to take, or have you already finished all of them?
Last week, I took my last AP exam Friday.
So you're excited about that?
Yes,
just waiting on those scores.
Yes,
That's great. Congratulations to you. How about you? What is one class that you feel like has really prepared you for college?
One class I'd say is the Project Lead the Way engineering classes. There's 4 different levels, and it starts with general, moves into digital electronics, and then it ends with architecture. And it just gives you a different perspective of all the different types of engineering. So I was really able to pick what I want to do, and it'll help me with the future choices.
So you all graduate in a couple of weeks. Tell me something you're going to do this summer before you head off to college. What's something that you're looking forward to?
Well, I think I'm looking forward to seeing all my friends before we go our separate ways and really hanging out all the graduation parties,
Great. So you're going to spend time with friends before you head off to college.
Yes,
Very good. How about you?
Probably about the same. I'm going to try and get a summer job, make a little money for college, and then hang out with my friends because they're going to many different places.
Great. And having that extra money will be helpful when you start college. Jake, tell us where you're going to college.
I'm going to Clemson University.
Clemson University, and
Yes,
tell me what made you choose Clemson as an option, and then what is your major going to be at Clemson?
What made me choose Clemson was just their really strong engineering program, and that's what I want to do is computer engineering. So that's probably what I'll major in also.
That is great. How about you?
I'm going to College of Charleston, and probably what made me choose College of Charleston is the USC medical schools down there. And I plan on majoring in exercise science and trying to go to like the physical therapy track.
Very good. Both great options for college, so congratulations to you. As you all are transitioning out of high school, there are 8th grade students that are beginning to think about transitioning into high school. So think back to that freshman year and the time that you now have spent 4 years at Northwestern High School. What is a piece of advice that you would give to a student who is just about to enter Northwestern High School? What would you tell them?
I would tell them just to join as many groups, clubs, sports as you can. It really helps you like grow as a person, and I know it's like helped my personality grow as well.
And I guess maybe that even helps you to become friends with people that maybe you didn't go to middle school with, because in our district, as you all know, our middle schools feed into all of our high schools. So sometimes you get to high school and you don't know everyone. So I guess that's a good way of really making some new friends and new connections.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. How about you?
I'd say try and take an AP or IB class, because I think those really help out and they'll help you make your major decisions for in college.
How about, I know that as I've done this in past years, students have really talked about time management. In being involved in clubs and activities and in playing sports and in taking AP and IB courses, that really learning about time management is important to them. Is that something that you had to think about, or how to study, how to pace yourself? Were those skills that you needed to obtain when you got to high school?
It is. Eventually, you'll just get the hang of it. You'll be like, oh, I had practice. Now I need to study. And it'll just be a common like routine as you go in. But I wouldn't worry too much. It'll all come natural eventually.
So tell these rising 9th graders, what are some clubs and activities you were part of during your time?
Well, I played 2 sports. I ran track and I played volleyball. I hold 2 offices in National Honor Society and Student Council. But I'm also in Beta Club, Junior Civitans, Olympians, and probably some other little clubs at Northwestern.
Well, you really are involved. That's great. How about you, Jake?
I was president of the Beta Club, co-president of Environmental Science Club. I did some engineering clubs, Junior Civitans, and a few other sports like football and track.
When I was in high school, I had a very special math teacher who meant a lot to me, did a lot for me, and I think is the reason that I became a teacher. Tell me somebody that has made a difference in your life, either through school or in the community, that you think has helped you become the person that you are. Both of you are very successful students at Northwestern. You're both going on to a 4-year college. There's been somebody out there who really has made a difference for you. Who is that person? Who would you like to thank?
I think out of all my teachers, I would like to thank Miss Tate. She's really big on be successful, like push yourself. Like English is not it doesn't come easy to me, but she has really helped me like grow, be a better writer. And I think I would just like to appreciate her for that.
Great, thank you. Jake?
I'd say Miss Kelly Chavis. She teaches 9th grade and IB biology. And since she helps run up the Environmental Science Club, she's really helped me become a strong leader and just work hard and everything.
Great. Well, thank you both for being with me today. Thank you for representing Northwestern High School. I know all of your teachers are proud of you. I know that Mr. Blake is proud of you. I wish you much success at the College of Charleston and at Clemson University. So thank you for being my guest today. And when we come back, we'll be talking to 2 seniors from Rock Hill High School. And welcome back. I am now joined by 2 students from Rock Hill High School. One of the first things that I learned when I came to Rock Hill is once a Bearcat.
Always a Bearcat.
There you go. Great job. Aaron and Sarah, thank you for being with me today to just share a little bit about your experience at Rock Hill High School, but also within our school district, because both of you have attended school in Rock Hill all the way through from kindergarten until your senior year. Is that correct?
Yes.
Well, we are excited for you, and we're going to learn more about your experience as we talk today. Aaron, why don't you start, though, by sharing with our audience just a little bit about your background, where you went to elementary school, middle school, and about your family.
I am Erin Hoddle. My parents are Dwight and Terry Hoddle. I have a brother and a sister, both younger. I went to Independence Elementary for 6 years, and then Castle Heights, and then now I'm graduating from Rock Hill High, so I've been right there in the little circle for 12 years.
Very good. And what grades are your siblings in?
My sister is a sophomore at Rock Hill High, and my brother just started Castle Heights in the 6th grade.
Great. So your family will be around Rock Hill for a little more time,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
To introduce yourself to us.
My name is Sarah Mayfield, and I've lived in Rock Hill my whole life. My parents are Mark and Susan, and my dad owns a real estate business in town. And I have a brother who's a freshman and a sister who's in 6th grade. And I started off going to Sylvia Circle, and then I went to India Hook Elementary School when that opened. And then I went to Dutchman Creek, and now I'm about to graduate from Rock Hill High School.
Well, and congratulations to both of you. I know that you are on the countdown of days left in school and you're looking forward to graduation. I want us to start by, I want you to take a minute and just think about your entire time in Rock Hill schools, from kindergarten through the 12th grade. I want you to think about, what do you believe has helped you the most as you begin? Both of you are going to college, and we'll talk about that. But what has prepared you the most, do you think, to go away to college? Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay, Erin.
I've built really strong relationships with almost all of my teachers, starting in elementary school. So like when I go back and visit, it's always nice to see them. In middle school, same thing, and then high school especially, really close bond with all my teachers. So they helped me a lot.
And that's great. Our teachers love to hear that they've made an impact on students. Is there any one specific teacher that you feel like has prepared you the most, that you would want to say thank you to at this point? It's probably hard.
It is very hard. This year, probably my calculus teacher, Miss Paget, she just came to Rock Hill this year from Charleston, and she is a wonderful teacher. She's so passionate about what she does. She taught AP Calculus, so she really helped prepare me for the exam. She was tough on us, but also helped us, so I'm very excited and appreciative of her.
That is great. I know Miss Paget appreciates you saying that about her. Sarah, how about you?
I think throughout high school, it's probably Mr. Young. He was my AP US History teacher last year. And his class was the first class I've had to study for. School's always come easily for me, and that was the first really hard class for me, where I've had to learn how to study, and it taught me time management and how to stay focused and build a schedule of after-school activities and how to be on top of things. And he really pushed me to do well and not give up even when I was really frustrated.
So Sarah, I want you to go back, because you also, as you indicated, started school at Sylvia Circle and have gone through our system. What do you think has most prepared you for the journey you're about to begin in college?
I definitely also think it's the teacher relationships. Now, past teachers I've had, they're my friends, so I can go back and talk to them, and they're really excited for me and my future, and I can share my plans with them. And I definitely think athletics have also helped prepare me to be a team player and work with others, whether I'm friends with them or not. You have to learn how to respect people and work alongside them.
So as I talked with the students from Northwestern in our earlier segment, we talked about activities and things that they were involved in, and they felt like that was important for 9th grade students who are about to enter Northwestern, and for you, Rock Hill High School. What are some activities that you've been a part of and that you would suggest to rising 9th graders to get involved at Rock Hill High? Erin, you want to go first?
Sure. Definitely get involved in sports. I've played volleyball for 4 years, and it's been the best experience throughout high school. I've met a lot of new friends, people from different schools also. It's very competitive, but I learned to enjoy their company and stuff like that at tournaments. And then I've also been involved in Beta Club, and I would definitely do that. They have charity requirements, fundraiser requirements, and you just help the community in a bunch of different ways. And National Honor Society also is a big community service organization, so I like that too.
Very good. Sarah, how about you?
Well, I've played basketball, softball, and golf, and those have all been really fun. I'm actually student body president right now, so I definitely suggest getting involved with student government because I've been involved since I was a freshman, and it's taught me leadership skills, and it's gotten me involved with school activities and how to like plan pep rallies and go talk to our principal about things and how to be very professional, I think. And then I'm in National Honor Society, and I'm on the school magazine staff. So.
Well, you have the opportunity today to tell me two different things. One is, what is one thing that you would hope we would never change in the school district? Something that we do that you think is really good that you would hope continues. And then the flip side of that is, if you had one wish, is there anything that you would change as you're leaving our school system? Is there anything you would hope that we would change? So Sarah, I'm gonna let you go first. What is one thing that you hope that we would keep, that you believe is really good and is great for kids and we should not change it?
I definitely think the teachers are all really awesome. However y'all do the hiring process, y'all are doing a great job because every teacher I've had has made like a positive impact on my life and on my school career, and I've really enjoyed working with them and becoming their friends once I'm out of their classes and like them knowing me as a person. And then I guess the thing I would change is probably like the honors track. I think a lot of kids, like, they're prepared for that when they're younger. They're either going to be on the honors track or they're not, and it's not very flexible. And so I think kids who aren't on the honors track, they just feel like they can't be there. And I think it should be more flexible where we should allow them to try and give it a chance rather than tell them, like, you're not going to do that.
Great pieces of advice. Erin, how about you? What is something you hope that we'll keep, and what is something you would recommend that we look at maybe to change?
I love the courses that are offered, the variety. There's IB, AP, college prep courses. There's like specific courses related to your field of study that you want to go into. So I would definitely keep that. I took accounting this year, and that's what I want to do. So that really helped me a lot.
Great. All right, what about one thing you would change?
I can't say one thing specifically that you guys could change, but for me, I would definitely get involved in the student body and government and stuff like that, because I think that's one opportunity that I missed out on, being a leader of the school and things like that.
Great. I want you to tell our audience, where are you going to college? And I think you've told us what your major is. You're accounting, but tell us what college you plan to attend in the fall.
I'm going to USC, Columbia.
USC.
Yes.
Great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you are going to?
I'm going to Baylor University in Texas, and I'm majoring in education. I want to be a middle school English teacher.
And you're going to come back to Rock Hill to teach?
Maybe. I would definitely like to.
That's great. That's great. Well, I wish both of you the very best. Again, once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. I appreciate you being with me today. I know that you both will do really well. I'm sure your teachers are appreciative when they watch this to know what an impact that they have made on your lives. I know that Mr. All and all of the other administrators at Rock Hill High are proud of you, and I wish you the very best. So thank you so much for being with me today. And when we come back, we'll have our final school, South Pointe High School. We'll be back. And welcome back to our final segment. We have South Pointe High School seniors, Megan and Zaylin. Thank you so much for joining me in our final episode for this school year. Congratulations to both of you. And I understand that in this episode we have a house divided.
Yes,
is that right?
Yes,
Y'all
ma'am.
been in school together since you were in the 6th grade.
Yes, ma'am.
And Megan, you are going
To USC.
You're going to USC Columbia.
Yes, ma'am.
And Zaylin, you're going
Clemson.
to Clemson University. Your second choice was
USC.
USC, and your second choice was?
Clemson.
That's hard for me to believe. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank
Zaylin,
you.
what's your major going to be at Clemson?
Computer science.
Computer science.
Yes, ma'am.
And Megan?
I'm going to major in exercise science with a minor in psychology.
Very good. Well, congratulations. Zaylin, before we got started, you and I talked a little bit about the fact that you have been a football player
Yes, ma'am.
at South Pointe High School, earning 2 state championships
Yes, ma'am.
consecutively. Tell me a little bit about that. What did that feel like as a junior and then as a senior?
It was the best feeling actually, because it's just everything as a football player is what you work for. You start in the summer, You start actually before the summer, and you work to win a championship, especially at South Pointe. That's always the goal, to win a championship. And when we finally did that in 11th and 12th grade, it was satisfying and success.
That is great. And I know that you're not necessarily planning to play football when you go to Clemson,
Right.
but I know that playing sports really has an impact on the classroom. It really has an impact on what you're able to do in your success. Can you tell me one thing that Coach Heron and the other coaches at South Pointe High School have taught you that you think will be beneficial to you when you go to Clemson?
One thing they all taught me was the importance of character. Playing football really built my character a lot throughout the years, from 9th all the way through 12th grade, and that's something that I think Coach Heron and the rest of all the coaches that I had for it, and I can say that they really helped me a lot with building character throughout the years.
That's great. Are there other activities that you've been involved in over the last 4 years at South Pointe High School?
Yes, ma'am. I played basketball, I ran track, I'm in the Beta Club and National Honor Society at my school.
Wow, that's great. You've been very busy.
Yes, ma'am.
Very busy. How about you, Megan? What extracurricular activities have you participated in?
I played volleyball my first 2 years at South Pointe, and then when I joined concert choir in 10th grade, it clashed with volleyball a lot, so I gave up volleyball for concert choir, and this year I'm actually the public relations person for concert choir, and then I'm also a part of Beta Club and National Honor Society and other stuff like that.
So will we hear you sing at graduation?
You will, yes.
That is great. Y'all have a wonderful choir.
Thank you.
Great job. I want y'all to think about something that you feel most challenged about the next step in your life. I know there's lots of excitement, but is there anything that you think, ooh, I'm not sure I'm ready for that? Is there anything that kind of keeps you up at night or makes you think about, I'm excited to graduate, but ooh, I'm not sure I'm ready for, what would that be?
For me, I've been at I went to Oakdale and then Saluda Trail and then South Pointe, which are all in the same area. So I've had the same friends since kindergarten. And so for me, that's the thing I'm kind of most worried about. I'm a fairly outgoing person, but at the same time, it's a little bit nerve-wracking to think, wow, I'm gonna have to make a whole new group of friends.
Right, I agree with you. That can be difficult. Are there any other students that you know that are going to USC?
There are, and there's a couple that I'm pretty good friends with that I definitely plan on keeping up with there.
That is great. And the friends that you make in college, you keep for a lifetime too. So you'll do great, but I can understand that being a concern. How about you, Zaylin?
For me, the challenge that I think about most would be switching and being on my own now, not having my mom always there to make sure that I do things. I'm pretty good at keeping up with myself, my own things now, but she definitely helps me a lot with keeping track. So not having her there would be a big change for me, and I'm, kind of nervous about moving on to that.
That's great, and I can understand that too. Having parents that have supported you all through your time in school and then all of a sudden be on your own, that can be exciting, but that can be challenging too. But I think the character that you talked about will really help you as you move forward. Will y'all tell us a little bit about your family? Do you have siblings that are in our schools? Zaylin, do you have any siblings?
Yes, ma'am. I have a younger brother, Tyler. He goes to Saluda Trail. And my younger sister, Destiny, goes to Finley Road. She's in 5th grade.
So Destiny will be going to middle school.
Yes, ma'am.
And Tyler will be going to?
He is in 6th grade this year.
So he still has some years in middle school.
Ma'am.
Good. How about you?
My only sibling just graduated 2 years ago from South Pointe, so I'm the only one at home right now.
Great. Well, I've asked the other students to think about a person that has made the most impact on their lives while they were in school, be that high school, be that K through 12. Both of you have gone through our entire school system. Who is it that you might want to just say, thank you, you've made a difference in my life. You've helped me get to this point that I can go to Clemson, that I can go to USC and be successful. Who would that be for you, Megan?
For me, it's definitely Miss Ulmer. She was my geometry teacher in 8th grade, and I think now she's an assistant principal.
She is.
And I used to call her my second mom, because when I would go to school and if something went wrong or if I just needed to talk to an adult, then I would just go and talk to her. And her class was definitely the most difficult class I've ever had through school, but she pushed me through it and I ended up passing with an A. So I was very happy about that, and I really want to give her appreciation for that.
That is great. I know Miss Ulmer appreciates that. Zaylin, how about you?
I have to thank my 7th grade basketball coach, Coach Robinson. He was one of the best coaches I had in basketball, but further than that, he made sure that we got our work done in the classrooms and that we prioritize ourselves to be student athletes that like we should have been. And he really was one of the coaches that helped me build character along the way, having him in 2 years in 7th grade and 8th grade playing basketball at Salute the Trail. So I want to thank him a lot for that.
Very good. So I want y'all to think about the students that are going to come behind you to South Pointe. There will be a group of students that will enter the 9th grade as you are entering college in the fall. What is something that you wish someone had told you as you began at South Pointe that you could tell these 9th grade students? Zaylin, let's start with you. What is something that what piece of advice would you give to rising 9th graders?
High school gets different sometimes. You have to think more than you had to in the past, and you really have to apply yourself sometimes. You have to make sure that you grasp the material that you're learning more than more than you did before. And you know, that was something I wish somebody would have told me, to actually pay attention when I go to class.
How about you, Megan?
For me, I would say don't worry about like the cliques, and don't worry about the people that you see coming in with, because when you get to high school, your entire friend group changes and people try to deny it, but it's the truth. And you're gonna meet new people that were from other middle schools and elementary schools, and those people could end up being your best friend. You never know. And so just don't close yourself off to new opportunities with new people, because they can lead to amazing things.
Great pieces of advice for our rising 9th grade. Thank you for that. You are sitting with the superintendent. You are about to graduate from high school and start a new journey in life. Tell me one thing that you hope that we keep in our district, whether that's at South Pointe High School or in the district in general, and what is one thing that you might wish we would change? Let's start with you, Megan.
Okay, one thing that I think is a very good thing to keep would be the laptops. I know we got those this year as our senior year, and it's unbelievable the amount of work and help that those just bring to the classroom. It makes keeping up with your stuff so much easier. It makes the teaching so much easier. And so I think that's a very good addition to our program here in Rock Hill, and I think that's something that needs to stay around. Something that I would change, that's really hard, but I think I would say making the AP and IB probably more flexible, because like as a concert choir student, it's only offered 4th block, and then maybe an AP math maybe only offered 4th block. And so that's really difficult when you have to make a choice. You do, and it's one of those things where I know I sacrificed an AP credit to continue in concert choir. And so I think that would be one thing that I would have to change.
That's great. Thank you for sharing both the positive and the ways that we can improve. Okay, Zaylin, how about you?
The same as she said, keep up the push for learning more through technology. I think that's really helpful, especially in today's society. The laptops were a great addition to school, and I think that that's something that should be kept up. Something that I would change, I really enjoyed school as far as the education part goes. One thing I would have changed probably was the school lunch. In middle school, we had a pretty good lunch, but when I got to high school, it changed. So that's one thing I would have changed, is the lunch that we had in high school.
So you want better high school lunches?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I thank y'all for being with me today. Go Tigers, go Gamecocks. I know both of you will do really, really well as you leave our school system and begin college. I wish you the very best. I look forward to seeing both of you in June at graduation.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining with us today on this very special time to celebrate our seniors. We wish all of our seniors the very best. Congratulations to the class of 2016.